Hi, my name's Ken Sauret, Lowrance Pro. I'm up here fishing the first ever One Bass Clear Lake Open. And Lowrance has jumped in here to help sponsor the event, so I'm up here to represent Lowrance. And I love fishing Clear Lake anyway, usually. It's been kind of a tough bite. Let me talk about that a little bit. It's Friday afternoon, we're at the early check-in, and I came up last weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to get a head start on the open pre-fish time, and the weather was cooler, the bite was a little better. It seemed like I like fishing jigs, booyah jigs, and the deep rock piles. I fish that a lot, and I had a hard time getting that deep bite. We're in here in June, and it's a little bit just right after the spawn, so a lot of post-spawn fish, and they just really haven't migrated out into those deep rock piles that I like to fish. In fact, there's still a few bedding fish around the tule lines and in the weeds. And last weekend, I tried throwing some top water, but I really had the best luck on this Yum Mighty Bug. I was flipping and pitching with the Dobbins DX795 flipping stick on braid. And this Mighty Bug, this Yum Mighty Bug, it has 6 legs on it, and it really kicks well. And I put a 3/4 ounce weight, so if you're fishing like I was in 3, 4, 5 feet of water in those weeds, you pitch this in there, and on the fall, all of these legs kick, and it just attracts fish from 10 feet away. I saw them coming over, and they'd go down to the nose out on the bait and eat it. Last weekend, the water was pretty clear, and we had 70 to 72 degree water temperatures. And then this weekend when it came up, I pre-fished Friday and today Saturday, and the temperature yesterday I think was 102 or 103 degrees. I went from 72 to 82 and 83 degree surface temperature. The warming trend through the week, that from last weekend to this weekend, we have a lot more weed growth. Plus they're dropping the lake a little bit. It's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches a day. So in 7 days, that's 7 inches or a little over half a foot. It's dropped just from one weekend to the next, and they're still dropping that, running out Cache Creek, and they're feeding the farmers water downstream. Now with that, it seems like the weeds grew a lot, but really the dropping of the water brought those weeds to the surface. You know, the water dropping made those short weeds seem taller. But the fish are still in the weeds. They're not in the tules much. I found that last weekend I was flipping them out of the tules, and this weekend those fish have moved out of the tules, and they're about 20, 30 feet out into the weeds that are in front of the tules now. So they're slowly doing that migration away from their spawning areas and moving out. Now by July and August, my deep rock piles in 20, 30 feet of water that I like to fish, those will be going on because all these fish will be set up in their summertime patterns, and they'll be ambushing those hitch and the shad way out there on those rock piles. But right now it's not happening. So I'm needing to transition in a little bit closer than I'm normally comfortable fishing. It's been a great time. The bite's been kind of tough though. They had a cold weather snap after the spawn. About a month ago, I guess there was a tournament up here with about 100 boats, and it took, I think 50th place had 21 pounds, I heard. So fishing was really good. Now, between a month ago and now, there was a cold snap. I guess it got really cold, and it changed the water conditions, and the algae bloom sprung up really big with this weekend when the hot weather came. The algae it's a brown algae bloom all over the lake, so the water clarity has really changed, and I'm getting only like 6 or 7 fish a day. There's a couple 4-pounders mixed in, so I'm getting 16 to 18 pounds a day, but in practice. Now Monday, the tournament, it's supposed to go from, right now we're in 100 degrees again today, it's supposed to drop to 80 degrees on Monday. So that cooling trend, that means for that cool air to be in here, we're not too far at Clear Lake here from the ocean. That means that onshore ocean breeze is going to start blowing to bring us that cold air. Well, that onshore breeze is going to change the fishing, plus the cooler weather is going to. So I'm hoping we're going to get back to a little more aggressive bite. It's kind of like the bass don't like to eat when it's really hot, when they get sitting in 80 degree water. I had a guy I talked to a little while ago, he said he found 92 degree water up here by Lakeport today. That was way too hot for bass to feel comfortable, feel good, and want to eat and chase baits and all that. So, you know, we got some changing conditions. Hopefully it's going to change back to a more traditional bite. We'll just see how quickly the fish respond.
What do you think it's going to take to win?
You know, a month ago I'd have said it would have taken 30 pounds a day, but I think really right now 23 pounds a day, you get 46 pounds and then 66, 67 pounds for the 3 days. I think that'll be really close to the top. You know, I don't think anybody will be in 70 pounds unless they get a real lucky 10-pound bite and gain that extra 3 or 4 pounds.
Well, good luck out there.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the time.